My name is Marlisha Jones, and I am a person in long-term recovery. Growing up, I endured a lot of abuse, sexual, emotional, physical, so many things at a very young age, and it changed the way my thought process worked. I didn't feel like I had worth, so I spent my life trying to survive. Stepping into recovery changed my life. It took a lot for me to get there, going to jail, having to talk to my daughter through a piece of glass and talking to her on the phone, and she had fallen and hurt her knee. And she was crying, and I kissed it through the phone like, "Oh, it's gonna be okay, baby." And I was just like, I kissed it through the phone, and she said, "Mommy, it didn't work because you're not here." And that moment changed everything for me. I was sitting in jail, could have had a 14-year prison sentence because I absconded and a bunch of other things. And I went back to my room that night, and I was so angry. And my pathway to recovery was through my faith. And that night, I literally was so angry at God that I just yelled. I said, "If you're even real, you got to show me." And I sat down, and I was crying and bawling, and I grabbed the Bible because every cell has a Bible. And I was reading through Psalms 118, 119, and 120 over and over and over all night long, and just crying and screaming. And I fell asleep in that Bible. And the next morning, a girl comes in. Her name was Mystica Gomez. And I'll never forget it. She said, "I'm coming here from prison. This is my last stop. And I love Jesus. And if you don't, I don't care. I do devotionals, this, and that." And like, it was literally God just saying, "Hey, I still care about you. I love you, and I'm here." And she ended up giving me a Bible that was literally my own Bible, and it had all the stuff highlighted in it that I read over and over and over. And when she came, the feel of the jail just changed. Like, God met me in a place of my brokenness. And even the day I had to go to court, I sat in the back, handcuffed and shackled in this little room, just singing this song, "Open Up My Heart" by Yolanda Adams, over and over and over again. And I went before the judge, and he gave me another chance, and he sent me to rehab. And that's when my recovery really started, because I feel like on the inside, when you're confined in the jail, or if you're confined in prison, it's different. When you come out, you start walking in that. So I had to start dealing with trauma that I'd been through. And that's something that I've overcome, is trauma, because trauma was the underlying issue. Addiction is not the problem. It's just the symptom of it. Once you start dealing with those things that are underlying, those things that happen in your childhood, those people that abandon you, and all those issues, then you gain freedom. I've gained so much by being in recovery. I gained so much. I got my family back. I've gotten my daughter, who seen me at my worst. She's seen me doing drugs. She's seen me selling drugs. She's seen me get locked up. She was a part of that stuff. She almost got put in state custody because of choices that I made. And to see her now at 18 years old, when I was supposed to be locked up and I wasn't supposed to be able to be there, to see her at 18, and I see her as innocent as she could be. And just like your drug use affects everyone around you, so does your recovery. That's restoration. That's recovery. I've learned that I don't have to be a victim. I don't have to let my past define me. I can let my recovery define me. I've learned that I don't have to have the mindset of poverty that I grew up in. I can be successful. And it doesn't matter the things that I did in my past, that God can use what I've been through to help others. And that's how I see success. I don't see success in monetary value. I see success in looking at individuals and seeing that light come on, and seeing where that hope is, and seeing that when they notice they have value and worth, and they have a chance at recovery. That's what I define as success in my life. I just want to continue to be a part, because that helps my recovery, is helping other people recover. Being here, being a part of Better Life in Recovery, and working at SRCC, I don't even look at it as a job. I look at it as a calling. I'm just grateful that God seen it fit to put me here and use me. My life was hopeless before recovery. In recovery, I get to wake up every day, and I love the person that I see. And I have worth. Because even in the midst of all the stuff that I've been through, God's been there. And he used it. He took my ashes and he made them beautiful. He used all the things that I've been through to build the person that I am now. Oh, there is definitely a better life in recovery.